All right, how we doing, everyone? Trevor here again. Today we are gonna jump into controversial topic or something that everyone seems to wanna. Again, last time I made my last actual video, not a training one, was on kind of skipping steps and especially with like nutrition and supplements. And I want to talk a little bit more about supplements today because I take supplements. I don't take a ton of them, but a lot of people take supplements. A lot of people, again, look to supplements as their answer. And supplements fill in the gaps. That's why they're called supplements, because they're meant to supplement a proper nutrition plan. And I want to talk a little bit today about some quality supplements that might help you and what to look for. Mainly, this is what it's going to be about. What to look for when you are looking to purchase supplements and how supplements can help. Again, they are there to fill in those gaps. Again, most of you should be able to get most of what you need from food, from a quality nutrition plan, the protein, a lot of the micronutrients, the vitamins, the minerals. But then again, some of that stuff you can't. Maybe you have a deficiency due to, I don't know, whatever the reason may be. Some common deficiencies with people are magnesium levels, iron levels, especially in women. Just any vitamin D. People like me who live in Wisconsin, Minnesota, that northern hemisphere, the cold. Like, it's almost May, and we had the sun out one day, I think, this past week, but it's been rainy. And in the winter, you never see the sun. And then even farther up in like Alaska or whatever, they have the whole day where it's dark or whatever it is, however that works. So, and that's where you get a lot of your vitamin D is from the sun. So things like that. If you have any deficiencies, those are always good things. Again, start with sleep, training, nutrition. Start with those big rocks first. Manage your stress. And if that is not helping or not getting to where you need to be or increasing it the way you want, then that's when you start looking to supplements to help. That's how I did it. That's why, excuse me. Start with the big rocks, dial those things in, and then work on your nutrition. Because when I was younger, dumber, I'm still dumb, but not as dumb anymore because I do my research. I've learned from mistakes, and I want you to not have to go through those same mistakes that I put myself through with the choices and stuff that I made. But jumping right into all these supplements and thinking that was going to fix everything, the detox. I remember I did this stupid detox cleanse thing. It was wasting a ton of money on a bunch of crap that didn't do anything. It was basically like not eating and drinking, or I don't remember if it was pills or a shake or whatever it was, but it didn't do anything. It didn't help. Didn't make me feel better. Sure, I lost weight, but that's because I wasn't eating. I wasn't getting any healthier though. But a lot of times a lot of it comes from these companies that push, because the supplement companies are good at marketing. They create their business on that. But let's kind of talk first about some supplements that I think can help. And again, there's different deficiencies and stuff that I haven't really dealt with people or clients or myself in general. That, again, if you have a deficiency, you aren't getting it all. If you start with, again, your nutrition, your sleep, and the levels aren't raising, then speak with a professional, a doctor or whatever. Again, a lot of times the doctors are even worse. They'll tell you just go on some medication, some supplement, and not even worry about. They don't really care about. Doesn't seem like they care about exercise or proper nutrition. They just say, "Oh, here's this pill, do that," and that's not the way to go. That's a lot what's wrong with our healthcare system. But again, start with where you're at. Figure out where you're at. Work on those big rocks first, but then go to the supplements when needed, or even for a little boost. I mean, but let's talk about some of the supplements I think are quality supplements. Some of the brands too. I'll talk about that too. So Obviously, we'll start with a protein powder. Protein powder can be great. Again, the reason I use protein powder is a lot of times it's just for convenience. It's quick if I'm on the go or whatever. But one of the main reasons I think it can help people is it can be tough to get a lot of protein in. And if you're a active person, you need a lot of protein. Build muscle, stay lean, help build that muscle so you can burn fat. You're active, so you need that protein in you to satiate your body, feel full, and again, build that muscle. And protein is essential to live. So if you're a 200-pound person looking to get 200 grams of protein, it could be tough eating that much chicken or beef. Because again, think of it, you got to chew, you got to eat a lot of it. But again, maybe you just like the flavor, or you like a little bit of different liquid and just a quick, simple way to get some protein. So that's where that protein powder can fit in and get in and help. Again, another reason I like protein powder, I typically stick with whey isolate just because it's quicker digesting. It's basically all protein, not a lot of, maybe a little bit of fat, maybe some carb in there depending on what brand or what amount you get. But I like to create different recipes and better quality recipes rather than buying some store-bought garbage cookies or ice cream or baked goods. I use it to bake and put in oatmeal or even yogurt or things like that to give it a little bit more flavor and just up that protein level and making tasty, delicious, quality food. Again, whole nutrients, real foods is the best way to go. But adding a little protein powder is actually gonna be beneficial. Again, if it's the quality one. Again, there's a lot of garbage out there. I'll talk again later in this video about what to look for, especially in like protein powders. But protein powder is a good one. Let's go. The hot debate, creatine is totally fine. It's the most studied supplement. It can be great for, again, muscle building, but it's been studied for health or brain health. Works well for that, can help that, and a lot of different other functions. So I'm not going to get deep into every supplement because we could be sitting here for hours. So again, do your own research too. Learn, and don't just listen to me. Don't just listen to some influencer. Definitely don't listen to the MLM pyramid scheme people like Trenant and Amway and Herbalife. Don't listen to that stuff. Do your own research. Find what's going to work for you. Think for yourself. Make your own decisions. I'm just here to give you some information and hopefully help out a little bit. Maybe it's going to help you make your decisions on using supplements or whatever. But where were we? On creatine. Yeah, creatine. But a lot of times, even the people who talk about creatine, like the biggest proponents of it, and I'm a proponent of it. I've taken it for a while. But it's not a miracle. A lot of them treat it like it's a miracle drug or a miracle supplement. It's not. It's, again, if you take creatine by itself, it's not going to do a damn thing. Because if you're not eating enough, you're not training, you're not sleeping, you're still not going to build muscle. So a lot of these supplements get put at, again, as they're marketed as magic. And even the dietitians, the people who promote creatine, and all they do is promote how great it is. But again, you have to have everything else in place for this stuff to work and do what it's supposed to do. So creatine, protein powder, fish oil is another solid one, omega-3s. And one thing to look for on those is you want to make sure the EPA and the DHA, that's what you're looking for in those fish oils. Again, test your pill, or again, there's a liquid. I don't know if I've ever done liquid. I've always done the pills. But put your pill in the freezer. If it freezes clear, that means it's a quality supplement. If not, it's not. Because a lot of this stuff is not tested in what's the word I'm looking for? Tested but regulated, like they should be. So a lot of the stuff can just be straight garbage, and just like a lot of the food you eat is straight garbage. But and then they just market it as the cure all, the be all. So fish oil is another solid one. Vitamin D is a solid one to take, especially again, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Northern Hemisphere. Don't see sun very often. As you can see, that one day it was sunny. I was outside all day teaching Phy Ed, and you burn your head, and then you look like a tomato. It's not as bad today. The other day I looked bright red and wearing a light color shirt. It just stuck out not literally, but looked like when you smash your thumb and it's pure red, but it's just bright like a tomato. So, but that's what we do. But again, it's nice to get that sun, but those winter months, the dark days, adding a little bit of vitamin D is a solid choice for most people. Again, anything you're deficient in, if you have any deficiencies and you're not able to get it all the way back up or to normal levels or great levels by nutrition. So again, those things like iron, magnesium. I know I supplement with magnesium. Again, magnesium is there's like 8 different forms of it. So again, do your research. Some are good for laxative, so and also good. They're also good for relaxation. Some forms are better for relaxation. Winding down at night. That's what I use it for, to help me sleep better. So you don't want to be taking the one. I think it's magnesium citrate, but don't quote me on that. That is the more of the laxative one. I take biglycinate or glycinate, magnesium glycinate. That helps me get relaxed and sleep and muscle relaxation and stuff like that. So you don't need to be taking the ones that are laxative if you're trying to sleep and then you're actually crapping your pants when you're sleeping or whatever. So just know the forms, do a little bit of research on that. Again, think for yourself, make your own decisions, and find what's best for you. So deficiencies, magnesium, iron, whatever else that you might get your blood work done. And that's an important thing, is getting your blood work done and finding low blood levels. But so off the top of my head, thinking of other ones. Honestly, there's not really many more. I don't think that. I think are again. There's a lot of other like one. Shilajit's another one I take. It's just it's a mineral but again, shown to help testosterone and different body functions like that. So there's so many different, but these are just a few that I want to highlight. Some ones that are not good that are not going to help you. I guess you could just even say caffeine too. That would be. I'm not a caffeine person. I'm not a big fan of caffeine. I used to be addicted to caffeine with Monster energy drinks and all that garbage. So I kind of just stopped doing caffeine. Just like stopping alcohol. It's like I don't need that stuff in my life, so it doesn't help me. It's not benefiting me. I have better energy with sleep and eating well. That's where I get my energy from. And I don't need to be wired and all jittery and that stuff from caffeine. But caffeine can be fine. So you can get that from coffee or tea. You don't need energy drinks and stuff like that. But that can be. Caffeine has been shown to help with like fat burning, and again, energy, so performance, that type of stuff. Other supplements, some ones that don't even bother with fat burners, testosterone boosters, a lot of probiotic stuff is garbage. There can be some probiotic, again, quality, again, what else? BCAAs. If you're getting a protein powder, BCAAs are branched chain amino acids. And if you're eating quality protein sources, beef, chicken, that type of stuff, meats, you're probably getting enough BCAAs there. Or if you have a quality protein powder, you're going to get your BCAAs there, so you don't need to waste money on a separate drink like that. Another one just popped in my head after that said BCAAs. Oh, pre-workouts. Most of them are just caffeine and sugar with a bunch of other crap in them. Again, there's probably some quality ones out there. I don't take one, so I don't know for sure. I don't study that because I stopped. I used to take them all the time, again, and you just take them and you're wired and ready to run through a wall, but then you just crash. So, and who knows what all this stuff and chemicals and all that crap in there is. So yeah, BCAAs. Yeah, you just got to be. The main thing is just be wary and do your own research. Because most of those claims and stuff companies put out there on their supplements are not true. It's just like a lot of claims I see with like that I run into with like business coaches and stuff like that. They're not true. They're even the influencers, all this stuff, all this exercise is gonna cure out all. No, it's not. It's a whole approach that you have to do. Get everything dialed in your training, your nutrition, your sleep, your stress management, add in some supplements. Get it all together. And that's what's gonna make it make you the best version of yourself. Oh, what are some other good or bad ones? I don't know if I really call it a supplement because it's actually just food, but it's just in a powder form. So like I'll take beetroot powder. You can eat natural beets, but it's kind of a hassle sometimes to get those. You don't always find the good quality ones. So I have a beetroot powder I'll take and a maca root powder. But they're actually just food, just into the powder form, just more convenient a lot of times. So beetroot powder is great. That's kind of my pre-workout, part of my pre-workout. Good for vast nitric oxide boost in getting blood flow to the veins, to the muscles, and that type of stuff. Helping get that pump. And then maca is just the maca root's good for a lot of different things. And again, these are actual foods, but kind of in a supplement form as powder. So those are another couple that I take and I recommend to people. So again, do your research. You can go and look all this stuff up and find different opposing views and stuff like that, and test things out. Find what works for you. Again, it's most of the stuff I'm saying is safe. A lot of the stuff is just a lot of waste of time. A lot of like the fat burners and stuff like that. It's not going to burn fat. It's going to burn a hole in your wallet. Again, a lot of these supplements are expensive. So kind of jump into like what to look for in supplements. I think a good thing to do is find supplements that are like a third party tested. So I know I've used in the past labdoor.com or I know there's some other ones that actually test products and make sure they are what they say they are. They make sure the amount of protein or the amount of fat or whatever is in the amount of fish oil is actually what they say it is. So they're not lying on their labels because even like food companies can lie on their labels. They don't have to be 100% accurate. Find supplements that actually allow their products to be third-party tested and that are quality based on these third-party tests. So I use LabDoor a lot. I think there's another one called like Consumer. I'm looking up right now, consumerlab.com. And then like the safer sport ones like NSF or USADA, like the Olympic drug testing company. So using stuff like that and researching through there and make sure that the products are done through there. And again, you can always check with your healthcare provider. Hopefully they have your best interest in mind too. A lot of them don't. A lot of them just want to sell you some pills or potions or some crap like that because our healthcare system is backwards. So again, look at the ingredients. You don't need the supplement that has a million different ingredients on it. I have Muscle Feast protein powder, so the ingredient list is right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 ingredients. Whey protein isolate, natural vanilla flavor, sunflower lecithin, and stevia extract. Again, minimal ingredients. whole natural ingredients too, for most part. Again, there's not any dyes or fillers or additives or chemicals in there. So protein powder, look for those things that, or any supplement, the ingredients. If it's a magnesium, make sure it is magnesium in the pill or the powder. There doesn't need to be anything else in there. It's a magnesium. Or fish oil, it doesn't need to be anything else in there besides the fish oil, or things like that. So look at the ingredients. Another thing with and then look at the labels. Make sure the labels are telling you the amount. So this gives me here's our BCAAs. So we got the BCAAs and the other amino acids. But it tells you the amount this gives me per 100 grams of protein per serving. So a serving is 24 grams. So and it gives you that. It tells you the amount in there. If you see something on there, one thing to look out for with that, like the labels, is proprietary blend. Easy enough for me to say. If it says on that, if it says proprietary blend, you don't need it. That's just their way of their secret formula, or like the ultra fat burning formula, or I don't know, whatever, some creative name that they put on it for something, and then it just has a bunch of ingredients. It doesn't tell you exactly how much of the ingredient there is, how much is in there. It just says, it would say, like, say this could have proprietary blend, and it would say alanine, arginine, cysteine, but it doesn't tell me the amount in there. So if anything with proprietary blend, you can probably cross that off as a garbage supplement. That's where most of these MLM companies, these pyramid scheme healthcare, they call themselves healthcare, but they're just junk. I'm sorry, and I still see people trying to sell it, and it's sad. I thought this stuff died with in the late 2010s, but it's still out there. There's still the Herbalifes. There's still, and then Tremonon's like a big one. I've seen people in my town now doing that stuff, and it's just like, why? But again, they make their own choices. They'll learn from burning all their money on that garbage. I did that before. I never did MLMs, but I did all these other stupid supplements that were just a waste of time. The BCAAs, pre-workouts. Lord knows I spent enough money on that garbage in college and stuff like that. But again, so the proprietary blends, run away from those. Other things to look for, if this is like on a individual level, is any allergy type stuff. So obviously you don't want to put anything that you're allergic to. If you're allergic to dairy or wheat or tree nuts or whatever, eggs, fish, whatever you're allergic to, probably don't need to have that. I think I already mentioned, but like the additives, the ingredients, the fake flavorings, the stuff that's added to prolong shelf life. If you need something that's gonna last forever, you probably it's like the Twinkie. If you put the Twinkie on the Twinkie's gonna stay the same forever. Basically, for your supplements not like expiring, then you probably don't want it if it's just gonna last forever, because that means it's not really no expiration date on it. So like those chemicals and stuff. And again, with the ingredients, look for like the sweetener, like stevia. I mean, it's probably not the best thing, but it's better than natural. Stevia is a natural ingredient, so rather than just all this chemically produced sugars and other stuff and flavoring, so better than that. So again, I'm trying to think what else to look for, and I think that's pretty good. But again, just be your own researcher. Look this stuff up. And if you don't want to do that, then hire someone like myself. Hire a coach who's actually going to take the time to do this stuff for you. I do this for my clients. I'll look up supplements and nutrition and take a lot of that work off their hands, so they don't have that, waste their time doing that. But again, I don't force my clients to take any supplements. I don't force my clients to do anything. I give them the tools, the information, so they can make informed choices themselves. I guess another thing it would be just, again, with that is the supplement actually going to help me? Is it going to do what it says it does? Again, that's where the research comes in. The type of supplement, do I need to take a liquid, a pill, a gummy? Again, gummies are probably not the best. I mean, it's kind of, a lot of stuff doesn't work well in gummies, like it changes the formula or whatever, or of the actual chemical, or the supplement. But some pills, again, what is it cased in, or what is the pill made of? Is there extra bunch of garbage in there? So, again, side effects too. Again, I mean, I think everything has the same side effects: nausea, heartburn, diarrhea. I think any form of medication or supplement, I think everything. Oh, if you have these, then you have this. It's like, well, that's the side effect for everything, it seems like, but that's a whole nother story. Those types of things. So the main thing is do your best, because supplements are not as regulated. They're not regulated by the FDA like actual drugs and medicine are. So that's why it's important to look into like the third party and make sure they are what they say they are, and make sure you're doing your own research. Again, if you don't want to do your own research, work with a coach. Get a coach who's going to do that for you, help you out, and give you the right information so you can make an informed decision on that. But again, that's what I have for you today on supplements. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments, or just reach out, email trevor@tagpn.com. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help. Hopefully this helped. Hopefully you can take some information on this, and hopefully this might save you from buying some garbage supplements or getting hit up by those pyramid schemers trying to sell you on their fat burning pills and their scammy stuff like that, and you're just wasting a bunch of money when you really just need to eat some real food or go to sleep and exercise. But again, supplements can play a good role and can help. But again, that's just they're supplements for a reason. They fill in the gaps of where things are nutrition and training and exercise maybe you're missing out on, or you have some deficiency and can't take care of everything through your training and nutrition, and that's where the supplements fill those holes, fill those gaps. So hopefully it's a little bit informative for you. Again, take what you can, and then again, be your own person, be your own thinker. Don't take everything I say for gospel. Make your own decisions and think for yourself. That is a huge thing that I've learned. So through training with nutrition, start thinking for myself, do my own thing, and do what's best for me. So you should do what's best for yourself. Again, you make your own choice. If you want to buy all of the stuff that I said is not good, go ahead. I've done it. I know how it works. Your only thing you're losing is your money. For the most part. Again, you could get worse. You could get sick from stuff or whatever. But hopefully this helps. If you guys have any questions, let me know. And we'll talk to you again soon. Thanks, guys.